The implications and the application are pretty obvious in here. One, love can tell the difference between important and essential. We don't live in a culture that is ready to hear and think about nuance. We live in a deeply polarized culture, and we are surrounded by either-or thinking. Either you're in favor of abortion rights or you're against women. Really? Either you want to reinforce our southern border or you don't care about national security. Really? Is it really that simple? When we're dealing with disputable matters, the same sort of either-or thinking can compromise our ability to make distinctions between what's essential and what's merely important. It is important that we protect the liberties that we have in Christ and not get sidetracked in debates over scruples. That's important. But it is essential that we protect the spiritual well-being of everybody in our fellowship, regardless of their level of spiritual maturity and regardless of their perspective on disputable matters. Second, love doesn't need to ask what's mandatory. Love doesn't need to ask what's mandatory. Now, I know as soon as I said mandatory, you thought of this, didn't you? When we let love take the lead, we will not be so concerned about what is mandatory. Love will not hesitate to move beyond what is just. Love will not hesitate to move beyond what is fair. Love will not hesitate to move beyond what is socially expected. It won't even hesitate to move beyond what is mandatory. Love moves way out to what is generous. Love moves to the place of sacrifice. So if I ask myself if the sacrifice of my rights is mandatory, I've got to answer that question with another question. The question is, do I love my brother? So, with regard to my mask, I don't wear this mask just because the governor said we need to. I wear this mask out of love for my brothers and sisters. And I cover my nose. I try to wear it properly because I love my brothers and sisters. That's my reason. Mandatory is way in the rearview mirror. This is a matter of love for my brothers and sisters. I'm going to close with Paul couches his appeal in terms of the sacrifice Christ has made.